Good evening. My name is Josh Buchanan, and today I'm presenting you a question. That question is, who is Nelson Mandela, and what contributions has he made to the divided South African nation? To start out, I'm going to tell you who Nelson Mandela is, and how he went from being an ordinary law student to becoming president of a nation. Nelson Mandela was born in 1918 in a small village in southern Africa. Born into a royal family, neither of his parents could read, but both were devout Christians. Once Mandela was old enough, he was sent to a Methodist school where he got a good footing and would later go on to studying law at the Fort Hare University. After getting more involved in the political organizations at school, Nelson later decided to join up with the ANC, and eventually he would rise to prominence, rallying against injustice and equality. Later on, he would become a founding member of the ANC's Youth League, and eventually get nominated and elected as the new president. Now that I've told you a little bit about who Nelson Mandela is, I'm going to go into some of the many contributions Mandela has made. As president, Mandela campaigned for the Reconstruction and Development Program, which he helped establish. This program was designed to ensure better conditions would be provided to the nation's poor, including the 1 million houses it promised to build. Nelson wanted to make it clear that the nation wasn't providing help to its people that dearly needed, and that education networks would be set up to equip the nation with the skills and training needed to be competitive in a world market. And finally, the program would also extend access to electric and water supplies for the people. Another contribution Nelson Mandela has helped envision is the Truth and National Reconciliation Commission. This institute was conceived by Parliament and had a democratic foundation that Nelson had helped establish. Nelson believed reconciliation should not mean to forget something or to bury the pain, but it referred to working together to correct a legacy of past injustice. When looking back at his own life, Mandela says, "I cannot pinpoint the exact moment when I knew that I would be spending the rest of my life fighting and struggling for our liberation." He also said that he had never once had an epiphany or moment of revelation, but instead had been steadily accumulating an inner desire to fight the very system that imprisons my people, he said. Through Nelson Mandela's continued commitment to reconciliation, South Africa has become a much stronger, more unified nation. Through his political campaigning and benefiting and from the Reconstruction and Development Program, Nelson's dreams of reuniting a nation through equality has become a plausible reality. You could say Nelson Mandela is a revolutionary nationalist that strives for justice and yearns for equality, a man that has dedicated his life to the improvement of South African people and to all of mankind.